Hey everyone, and welcome to another custom challenge run in the Binding of Isaac. Today I have another run coming from Charlie Wynn, who seems to be the hero of the channel right now. This one is called Nephilim. I have 2 devil items and 2 angel items. I'm allowed to do whatever I want, which is why I decided to make myself not like super overpowered, just kind of overpowered. And I have Isaac and the D6, which is totally cool to use. So the 4 items I chose were the Pact, the Mark, the Miter, and the Halo. So I've got a total of, well, from the Devil items I got 3 Soul Hearts, 3 damage up, 1 Tears up, and 1 Speed up. And the Halo is all stats up, and the Miter is an increased 50% chance that any Heart Drop becomes a Soul Heart instead of a Red Heart. Let's see. Today, I think this video goes up on Friday. I don't know. I'm a little bit ahead right now because I'm just preparing for going out of town. And if this is out on Friday, I'm going out tomorrow. I'll be leaving on Saturday. So what I'd like to be doing is streaming today around 3 p.m. EDT, which is GMT -4 if you need to figure that out for yourself. But EDT also lets you figure that out for yourself. Just Google it or something. And that'll allow things to happen so you guys can get in there. I'll tweet about it. If you're not following me on Twitter, I am bisnap LP. You should be doing that. I tweet about stuff and things. Not much because not many people follow me. I don't want to make like channel announcements without having at least a fair amount of my audience following me, you know? Anyway, I don't want the hourglass, so I'm going to re-roll it. Forget Me Now is a good item, but I don't want to lose the D6 on the first floor, unfortunately, so I probably won't be taking that. Don't have another key. The Emperor, by the way, will teleport us to the boss room. The first boss room in this case, because there are 2 of them. But on XL floors, the first one gets the boss emblem before the second one does, so we have to beat the first boss for that to happen. It'll teleport us to the first one, okay? I will take Infestation. What that does is when we get hit, we spawn 2 to 4 Kamikaze Flies, I believe, and Kamikaze Flies do twice our damage, which is pretty good. So I'm happy to have them. Sorry if I like just breathed all over the mic. I need to stop doing that, but sometimes I like to take breaths out. And, I mean, you know, I gotta breathe. I am doing commentary. I should just move away from the microphone a bit. Okay. I might have also streamed yesterday. I don't know. We'll see. I'll have tried to have let you all know. I am gonna re-roll this though, because like I said, I don't really want it. I should have touched it, but then again, there's a chance that if it does appear later, I will want it at that point. So I don't mind having not re-rolled that one. You know what I mean? Okay. So I mean, I'm just completing the floor. That gets me more rerolls and stuff. It does seem like I'm kind of giving up on rerolls for the boss rooms, which is fine. Boss rooms are generally pretty decent items because they're just going to be health ups and other stat ups and stuff. It's fine. Although sometimes those are stat ups you don't want, but I'm taking that risk because I'd rather get an item room item than a chance at some other boss room item. Generally, the item room items are better. Generally. That's not like a infallible or anything. There's a chance that that's incorrect, but I'd say more often than not I'd rather have a better item room item than a better boss room item. Exception possibly being Pageant Boy. But that's for another time. I will take the quarter. A quarter rather. But you can't get the quarter more than once. You can get $1 more than once, which is why the indefinite article A applies to the dollar, rather, well, $1. But I don't think that it applies to the quarter because I'm pretty sure you can't get the quarter again. Still, it's called a quarter, and who am I to argue? We don't have any keys, so unless we pick up box in this here, one of these boss rooms, we're not going to be able to go to the shop on this floor. And that means that, I mean, the thing is, greed won't spawn on the next floor unless it's an XL floor, then it could spawn. So it's not like we're giving up the chance, like 100% guaranteed we're gonna have to fight greed next, but this is one of the 3 guaranteed shops. 2 in this case, maybe 1. Really depends on our luck, but greed can appear before Caves 2 or / Catacombs 2. Or XL, because the XL floors count as the second of the 2 floors, so that you can still get your no damage achievements, etc. Okay, so we did earn a deal with the devil. Let's see what we got in there. Definitely don't want either of those, I'm gonna be honest with you. So we'll take our range up and be gone. So we can't go to the shop, unfortunately. Well, I mean, I could do my due diligence and we might be able to go to the shop after all. We'll see. If the secret room is right next to the shop, then I could bomb my way in, and it's worth looking at. There is also a little bit of health laying around, so I guess I'll play this here Demon Beggar a little bit. He also gives me a couple kamikaze flies, so that's not bad. Monster Manuel. Well, at least I get it out of the item pool. Unfortunately, I won't get a reroll because there's literally no way I could have to fight another room, because even if I found the secret room, it can't contain greed until the 5th floor. I recently did a little write-up in the comments about how greed spawns work, and I went pretty in depth. It took me like 5 or 6 comments to fully explain my thoughts and stuff. So you could easily come to understand how greed works very, very well through those comments. Anyway, I don't care about getting that last little bit of health. I'm just gonna leave. Curse of the Lost increases the size of the floor by 4 rooms, but it is not, in fact, an XL floor, so we can get to the shop without having to worry about greed, provided we have enough keys. I, of course, would rather go to the item room than the shop, even though I have more than enough money for the shop. Lots of soul hearts, but remember I have the miter. Okay, so sloth means that we couldn't possibly be fighting greed, even if this were a floor where greed could spawn. Alright, Bob's Rotten Head allows me to throw it like a bomb, but I don't want it. I'm going to reroll it. Ooh, wow, the mulligan. That's really good. The mulligan is every time we shoot an enemy, there's like a 1 in 6 chance. Every time our tears hit an enemy, there's a 1 in 6 chance that we spawn a kamikaze fly, and that again seeks out an enemy and does twice our damage. So that's really good. We have 2 of the fly spawning items, and that's pretty awesome. I do like me some kamikaze flies, especially as my damage increases, because good things happen. As your damage gets crazy, so does theirs. Theirs actually gets twice as crazy, which is sometimes totally ridiculous, like one-shotting bosses and stuff, just because like you have Mom's Knife Polyphemus or something, and no boss stands a chance against 1 kamikaze fly, which is hilarious but amazing at the same time. I did take the item from the mini-boss room, so I should just continue on my quest to find other items to reroll. Let's see what's in the challenge room. I do frequently ignore challenge rooms. I'm gonna go in here because I'm crazy. Oh, why would you do this to me? Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're certainly gonna take the candle, because the candle's amazing. In my opinion, the best spacebar item in the game. The D6 is also up there because, I mean, it's the best offensive spacebar item, at least. I don't know if I'd say that the D6 is better than the candle, though. I really don't. It allows you to tailor a run to suit your needs to an extent, because yeah, you could still get all bad items from your rerolls for pretty much the whole game, and it wouldn't matter that you had the D6. You could still get a terrible run. I've lost runs with the D6 plenty of times. I mean, I've also lost runs with the candle. So, you know, it's not a perfect reasoning, but it also does, it is, you know, the D6 isn't like perfect. Oh, you're always going to get good items when you have the D6. That's not true. So I understand where people are coming from when they say, you know, the D6 is like totally amazing, best thing ever. There's also another side to it, and that's why I don't know if I'd say the candle is better or worse than the D6. I think that it really helps to fix your weaknesses. Like that is a for certain thing. I will take this health up. It helps fix your weaknesses to have the candle very well. The small rock is amazing as well, because that is 2 damage up, 1 tears up, and 1 speed down. Well, not 1 speed down, it's like 0.1 speed down, but you know, it's a 10th. Oh, we have no keys. That's quite unfortunate. And there's not going to be a secret room right there, but challenge room. Challenge room fixes it. And I'm going to not ignore the challenge room for once. This is what I'm deciding. Okay, so first I'm going to check for the secret room, though. Find it first try. That's not what I was hoping for. Honestly, this was the one time I was really hoping for a slot machine. But we're going to do the challenge room. I may as well take the candle before going into the challenge room, simply because the extra offense will not hurt me under any circumstances, pretty much. And I may as well buy this bomb, because I've got lots of money. And key. No, just money. There's still a chance that we get a key drop at the end of this room, though, which is basically 3 rooms, which is why I generally ignore challenge rooms, but as I said in a comment recently, I do always ignore it, even when it's the possible solution to all of my problems that I'm currently having, so I'm going to try to stop doing that. And there it is. Either way, we're going to have to backtrack a lot, but I'm going to take the D6 with me to the item room, because either way we have to go back and forth, because if I, well, okay, there's a chance that I love the item I get in the item room, and I don't re-roll it, and I could have just not gone backtracking by keeping the candle with me, but I think it makes sense to take the D6 just because I don't expect to really want the item like guaranteed or anything. It just seems unlikely to me. But of course, it could just be Mom's knife or something. Although it, well, okay, it said don't take Mom's knife, but that meant from my selected items. Didn't say that about Sacred Heart or Brimstone. Just so you know, I just chose these things to make it more interesting. Anyway, the rosary is okay, but I'm gonna pass. Ghost Baby is not really amazing. I probably should have stuck with the rosary. 3 soul hearts is pretty good, but it just means that later shops will contain the Bible. Most likely, and I don't really want that. So Ghost Baby Familiar shoots Spectral Tears, and it makes me feel better about taking the D6 and having to backtrack. So, you know, I'm cool with it. What we do have now is the candle, which is amazing. Shoots a flame, recharges in like 1.5 or 3 seconds or something. And that destroys enemy tears, which seems to add to Bloody Lust or something crazy weird like that. I'm not totally sure. At least minorly. I don't know how it works, but I noticed in someone's video where they shot the candle and then their tears changed colors even though they didn't kill any enemies. It was weird. And it also, I mean, does huge damage and allows you to damage enemies that you shouldn't be able to damage, like the doors on the Mom fight, even when you aren't supposed to be able to hit them. Like the eyes or nub things aren't sticking out. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Anyway, this is good. This is very good. Unfortunately, we can't reach that key, which I would like, because keys are great and stuff. Also, we have the Emperor card, which teleports us to the boss room, as I've said, and we're just kind of holding on to that until probably Isaac, honestly. I have no keys, so I would love to go to that shop, though it could be Greed. It's, okay, so Greed on Catacombs or Caves 2. The way that works is there is a 50% chance that Greed will be in the shop. There is no other chance. Greed can't be in the secret room on this floor. The only thing that would stop the Greed fight in the shop from being a coin flip would be if there's another mini-boss. Now, mini-boss room can't spawn unless you have full health or enough soul hearts to make up for what you're missing. So we did have full health when we got to this floor, which means that there could be a mini-boss room. What I can tell you is there's no Greed in here. So we'll take the treasure map and a key because I need a key. The treasure map shows us the full layout of the floor as such, and that allows us to find the secret room very easily. It doesn't allow us to find the top secret room, but you can't win them all. Anyway, we'll see as I complete the floor whether or not Greed in the shop was a coin flip that we happened to get lucky on, or whether it was because there was a mini-boss room and there can only be one mini-boss per floor. We will see about that. Probably very shortly, as I don't expect... Well, actually, this might be the boss room. I'm not totally sure. It is the boss room. See, I wasn't sure there would be, but then I kind of thought, actually, it doesn't seem likely that it would be at the top over there. We may as well fight the boss here while we're here. Even though we're not getting rerolls and any of that stuff, unfortunately. because we did ditch the D6, and I don't think that was a bad choice. I really don't. Especially considering we're pretty overpowered. Now I think it was a bad choice because Pageant Boy, but we do get up to 15 cents. Pageant Boy just drops 7 coins. Yeah, in the Angel Room we get the Bible, which is not helpful at all. It would kill Mom and Mom's Heart instantly on use, but it also grants us flight for the room. It's a 6-room recharge. It's not an item I have any desire for at all. And 2 bombs for 3 is a good trade. Always make it if you can. Just think about that. You know, 3 is more than 2. And we'll go to the item room, which is why we bought the key. Abel, I really don't like, so I'm not going to take him. I do that a lot, and everyone's probably like, why wouldn't you just take it? Silly man. Well, it knocks bombs back at me. It knocks enemies into me. It's just not good. It totally mirrors you, by the way, if you were unaware. Not a good item, in my opinion. Okay, we can't get to that unless we get a lucky Hanged Man card over here, which is entirely possible. One day I'll really study the statistics of drops at the end of rooms, but tarot cards are somewhere in the middle of your roll. I don't know where precisely. We could go to the arcade, but nah. Oh, by the way, we now see that there was not a mini-boss room, which means we actually just won a coin flip to not get greed in the shop. Now, here we are going to Depths 1. And the way Depths 1 works, same as Depths 2, in fact, same with Necropolis 1 and 2, is, first, there's a 1/3 chance of greed being in the secret room. So in the event that that didn't happen, which it didn't, I'm going to play this twice in case of a key. So greed isn't in here, and greed wasn't on the last floor. So that bodes ill for us. What that means is that there is a 100% chance that greed will be in the shop on this floor unless there is a mini-boss room. Literally 100%. Greed will be in the shop unless there is a mini-boss room. And as it turns out, greed's spawn is not influenced at all by your number of coins, as I and many others have been saying for a little while now. I will use bomb for a soul heart. So yeah, number of coins doesn't matter. Have as many coins as you want. Greed will not be more likely to spawn. And so that means I can change my playstyle a little bit, but it's not like a huge aspect of it, so it's fine. So what we're hoping is that there's a mini-boss room here, because greed will be in the shop. That's just how it is, unless there's a mini-boss. And that's all we hope for. What is this pill? Health down. That's kind of what I was expecting, but that sucks. So now we know I'm going to take damage here. Good thing that I have kamikaze flies and a lot of damage, because they saved me from taking more damage than I had to, and the miter just did a huge amount of work for me there. This room gets me free bombs, so that's cool. And we go to our item room, which contains Epicac. Interesting proposition. Very interesting proposition. I'll take it, why not? I like Epicac. I am pretty good with it. Epicac does mean that we should not, under any circumstances, not get a secret or top secret room that we find, unless we just don't go to that room, as is going to be the case later in the game. What are you? Soul hearts? Nope. Pills. What are the pills? Telepills. That's inconvenient. So now here's the thing. We don't want to increase our range at all. That'd be bad, because then it'd be harder to aim Epicac successfully. That's not health down. Bad gas. Okay. So we're not going to take any range ups. It's good that we got Epicac before we had any like significant range up. We might have gotten one earlier, but it doesn't seem to be making a difference. Anyway, it doesn't seem like there is a mini boss on this floor, but then again, it still could be, because there are 2 more end rooms left. We did have full health coming into this floor, so it's not at all out of the question. Oh, we just ruined the chances of that soul heart for ourselves. Yeah, it's not at all out of the question that there is a mini-boss room. It's just not as likely, really. So I'm going to go to the shop just to prove my point that greed will be there, but in the event that he's not, well, I'm happy, and the game doesn't work as it's supposed to. What's this pill? Probably wasn't worth it. Yeah, wasn't worth it at all, but I do want the Emperor card because, like I said, that'll really help us on the Isaac Isaac or Blue Baby fights, because we won't have to go through the whole trials and tribulations of the cathedral or the chest. I'm going to use it on Isaac because that's just what I usually do. It's better to get to the chest than to not, basically. I messed that one up. And yeah, just it's better to not mess around too much. Okay, because the chest is just easier in that you get items and stuff. I did touch Mr. Boom to make sure that I didn't have sad days. I don't want to use Ipecac in here because it's most likely that I'd get damaged. But there, it was okay. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Cleared out a path. Oh, I should look for the secret and secret room. I'll do it that way, because again, I don't want to damage myself with Epicac. Nope. Oh wait, I know where the secret room is. Silly me, I went there at the start. Okay, so to prove my point, Greed will be in the shop right now. And once I finish this room, I will go... Oh wait, I don't have any keys unless this thing drops a key or the room drops a key. I really hope that we do, because... Darn it. Greed's in the shop. I can tell you that. Oh wait, we fought a mini-boss. Greed's not in the shop. There was a mini-boss room. I just don't know how to make association. Okay, so we're fighting Gish. Gish will drop Little Gish. Little Gish is a familiar. Shoots Slowing Tears. Pretty great. Actually, like my favorite familiar. Oh, but stop doing what you're doing, man. Did I really miss with that candle shot? Like, really, really? And it can damage him while he's in the air, but I'm not sure if our tears can, normally. Whatever. See, it can damage him there, which we definitely can't. Poison might handle him. Ipecac, if we haven't been able to tell, we shoot a giant explosive ball. I'm a little peeved that we can't go to the shop, because Greed wouldn't have been there and we might have gotten the compass. Because Greed is, in fact, not in the shop, this again means that there's going to be the 1/3 chance of him being in the secret room, and if he's not in the secret room, there's a 100% chance he's in the shop unless mini-boss room happens. I don't want either of these items. So yeah, I really do want to prove my point, but I'm not going to use the cheat engine to do so. So we'll go on. I could have gone to the curse room in order to... Wow, this is almost super symmetrical. I could have gone to the curse room in order for the chance to teleport somewhere. By the way, blowing up fires and poops doesn't give you drops. It just doesn't. So that's why I don't bother when I have Ipecac, Dr. Fetus, Epic Fetus, those kinds of things. Because I just can't get the drops. Oh, that was stupid of me. Nope, don't even have a key. So, let's see. Greed wasn't in the secret room, which means that Greed will be in the shop unless there's a mini-boss room. And we know that I can't tell if there's a mini-boss room even though I just fought the mini-boss, so don't listen to me entirely, but listen to me about how Greed spawns, because that part I know I'm right about. We did have full health, so a mini-boss room can spawn. Rusted Key does increase our drop rate of keys, so that is good. That means we might actually be able to go to said shop and the item room, which is a more pressing goal. Though the compass would be nice, we'd have the full map for the floor every time. Okay, so that was no... The nice thing is, if something hits me, it's kind of like I have poison touch because of my kamikaze flies. Anyway, I don't know what I was saying, so that's gone. Let's see, there was something else about Greed. Greed can't spawn if he spawned on the previous floor in the item room or shop. Not item room, in the shop or secret room. So you won't get Greed 2 floors in a row unless you got an XL floor as the second of the two. So in the event that you got an XL floor as your second floor, so like you went to not Depths. You went to Caves 2 and you fought Greed, and then you got Depths XL. Well, you could get another Greed shop or secret room, because I already explained this, I think. Because XL floor counts as the second of 2 floors. So it's kind of like you went from Caves 2 to Depths 2, which would mean that you could... okay, no, I saved myself. Which would mean that you could, in fact, fight Greed twice in a row in that situation. So, now let's play this beggar. Hopefully he'll give us a key or 2. Hopefully 2. The stars teleports us right to the item room, so I'm just going to do that because it's right here. Sacrificial Dagger rotates around us, does lots of damage to stuff it hits. Pick up our Emperor card again. Play this here Beggar. Strength gives us all stats up for a room from the Magic Mushroom. I don't need your health. I need your keys and your item. Health up. Good, that makes up for the health down I picked up earlier. Strength is a good card and all. I don't know if damage affects Epicac. I know that it gets bigger with Lump of Coal, and that leads me to believe that it is affected by damage, but I cannot say with 100% certainty, even though I'm pretty sure. There we go. Looks like we're going to get to the boss without the luck of seeing the shop. Oh, and there can't be a mini-boss room, because the only end room that's left is the boss. So Greed would have been in the shop. This time for sure, because I didn't actually fight a mini-boss. I didn't. So we would have had Greed in our shop. That means I'm happy. And by the way, this I don't know if you have to have fought Greed for that whole thing to happen, regarding like him not showing up on the next floor. I don't know if you have to fight him. That's what I mean by the candle being super broken and awesome. Yeah, I don't know if you have to fight Greed in order to prevent him from being in the next shop or secret room, but you know, maybe not, and then that would mean that you can save yourself a key frequently. That'd be cool. Anyway, we got a health up. We take our Polaroid. I don't know if there was a devil or angel room after this fight, so I'm not going to use my Emperor in order to go back to the room to see if there was one. Curse of the Labyrinth means that there are two possible locations for the boss. I'm going to check here first, but I know it's going to be the other way. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure. Now I know. The reason that there are two possible locations is because the boss rooms can only spawn in two consecutive rooms where only one of them is connected to any room other than the other boss room. And it's only a single room. Yep. So if you see in the top right there, it must in fact be there. But I am in fact able to, I'm saying in fact a lot, I'm able to save myself lots of time by going through the secret room. Anyway, we should be destroying, and we are destroying, all the rocks on the floor because we can't tell the difference between a tinted rock and a not tinted rock. So we need to destroy all of them in order to find any tinted rocks, and that's okay because we have infinite bombs from Epicac, basically. We're lucky Greed wasn't in the shop here, which means that we can bomb through, because you can't bomb out of a mini-boss room. And here's the boss, as I predicted. So this is like Mechanics 101, this episode. There we go. So we'll fight the first boss. Death will give us a cube of meat. Cube of meat rotates around us, blocks enemy tears, much like the sacrificial dagger we have. And it also damages any enemy it comes in contact with, like the sacrificial dagger, though it does a little less than half as much. Oh, that was stupid. Yeah, that's about all. That's about all to it. It would stack with later cubes of meat, but this is the last cube of meat we can actually get. Nope. I'm just gonna wait till now. Perfect. So that's two orals that prevent us from getting hit a little bit, which is nice to have. Mom fight, Mom's Heart that is, will be super duper easy because we have Epicac and it's got the perfect range to damage her and all the enemies she spawns very quickly. Of course we can't one-shot most bosses. Probably all bosses, but we might be able to one-shot Flies. I think it'd be two-shot though. Still, we kill all the enemies and Mom's Heart will now be firing bombs repeatedly. Indeed. There we go. Angel Room, by the way, is just a pathway to Sheol, so we don't need to go into it at all. Go up to the Cathedral. Like I said, we're going to attempt to teleport to the boss. I expect it's in the bottom right. We'll see if I'm right. I am right. See, that would have been a long path. Epicac makes Isaac pretty easy, though our familiars are actually making it harder by causing him to shoot a lot more than he would just from Epicac. So we're taking lots of hits here. I don't know where the kamikaze flies derive their damage from when we have Epicac, because I'm not sure if Epicac is able to spawn the kamikaze flies. Same thing with Guppy, I don't know if Epicac can spawn them. I know that Dr. Fetus and Epic Fetus can't spawn kamikaze flies from Mulligan or Guppy. We have one key. Sack of pennies. That doesn't help me at all. Okay, so there's greed. We lost our three-sided die roll rather. We could farm greed. Spawn some enemies. Spawn some enemies. Spawn some enemies. Spawn some enemies. What we need to happen is greed needs to spawn enemies. I need to not kill one and kill greed, and we can farm a bunch of drops from him. Please? I just want to show this off a little bit. There we go. Now get away from greed. We kill greed, get a steam sail, leave, blow our way in again. Oh look, greed's back, so is his drop. We have this party again. I only need one of you. Get away from greed a little bit. Now you gotta spawn more. Look what you've done to me. I only need to show this off this amount of times, though, really. Oh well. Look at that, 2 steam sails. I don't know if they stack. I might have done this earlier if I had found greed at all. But anyway, we can't bomb through that room, so that was mostly going to be a shortcut opportunity. But turned out we could not take such an opportunity. Anyway, you can farm greed, get lots of money. Only in the secret room, though. In the shop, you can't bomb out. And in the secret room, of course, you can leave through your blown open door, but you can't bomb out in another direction. The only way to get out in another direction is if you have X-ray vision, which just keeps them all open. So, again, with the Isaac's 101 business, Candle really good against Chubb here. So are a lot of things. Chubb is just a pretty easy to fight enemy. That was my own fault that I took damage there. Go away. Good. I expect him to be at the left top, but it's probably more reasonably at the right. No, I'm not going to say that it's more reasonable anywhere, because I really just don't know at this juncture. But I think we're doing it right. Okay, this room sucks butts, but we're gonna get a soul heart for it. There we go, we had to get hit eventually. By the way, our familiars can spawn kamikaze flies with their shots. Oh good, a bunch of red hearts. So I think this is where the boss is. I was wrong, so I guess it's gonna be... Actually, it could be at the bottom left as well. I really don't know. They're all pretty likely locations this time. You want to keep yourself out of the line of fire of more than one of the Lokis at a time. I was very unsuccessful at this there, but whatever. So we get another key. That means we can go to the spawn room again, get another item. Sack of pennies is dropping a coin for us after every, like, 3 rooms, maybe 2, I don't know. But it's pretty much useless because we have literally no use for the money. So it's not just pretty much useless, it is useless. Oh no, you stay. Whatever. Nothing I can do about that at that point. We do kill these spiders just by walking into them, essentially, because our orbitals kill them in one hit instantly. But they can still get through and hit us, so it's not necessarily the best strategy. Bob's Curse gives us 5 bombs and makes it so all of our placed bombs do poison damage. Note that even though it makes all explosions look like they're poison, they're not. Only placed bombs gain any effect from Bob's Curse. Not even Dr. Fetus bombs gain any effect from it. Only your placed bombs. So now you know that, if you didn't, because you haven't been watching me or something. Yeah, so I'm kind of going bust on the chest here, not finding the secret room, or not finding the boss room at all. But we also don't really need the poison bombs because we already have poison bombs from Epicac. I still wouldn't be able to bomb through that secret room, so I can't use it at all for anything. There we go. This is now going to be kind of difficult. Okay, I minimized the damage, but still. Okay, this is the boss room. Fortunately for us, Double Carrying Queen is a relatively difficult room with our setup because we have to maneuver through all this AIDS poop, which does damage to us. And we have to be able to hit with Epicac, which, as you can see, is proving relatively difficult. Then they go all diagonal, and no one likes diagonal enemies. Really? No one does it? No one likes them? And oh, we didn't get that kill yet. Whoa, you have more health than I thought you did. No. Oh, that was close. We can get this key, we can get one more item. Why not, basically? And it'll be a fun time. I didn't even use the candle against Isaac, did I? Oh well. Dead bird, when we get hit, we spawn dead bird as a familiar. It does a little bit of damage. Not bad. Oh, by the way, I've been lying to you guys for the longest time. The Polaroid gives you 5 seconds of invincibility. That other thing, the Celtic Cross, gives you 7 seconds, and the Book of Shadows gives you 10. I've been saying 6, 6, and 12. But now we know, now I know, that it is 5 for the Polaroid, 7 for the Celtic Cross, and 10 for the Book of Shadows. Remember it, guys, because I've been wrong about it for a long time. Anyway, that's that run. We almost died there, though, really. Remember to follow me on Twitter. Remember, there should be a stream some point today, whatever point in time that is for you guys. Like I said, probably around 3, if everything goes according to my plan. If not, it'll probably have to be around 8 or something. I don't know. And that's EDT or GMT -4. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed the run. Leave your custom challenge run suggestions in the comments, and I'll do the ones I like the most or the ones that I think would be the most entertaining to watch. And other than that, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.